can't tell, I added to the wall of Squishmallows. I now have another Plague Doctor and 2 Grim Reapers. And my little Pikachu. I plan on adding more. Hopefully by this time, the next time I decide to film, we would have moved. That's the hope anyways. You guys just fell. It's the hope anyways. But, you know, my daughter now sleeps in a bedroom with our son. So they share a room now. And I finally have my bedroom to myself. Yay! I've added some beauty lights. So now I have beauty lights, so I don't have to have this gross light on anymore, which is wonderful. And I did have a back screen for a short period of time. But then my child stole it because it was a blanket. So my child still decided that it was mine now. But anyways, yeah, I got some new things that I got to show y'all that we're going to be using. 3 specifically new things. I have a highlighting kit and then 2 new palettes. I have the hot and spicy palette, the hot and spicy Cheetos, and then I also have this Creator Revolution palette that we're also going to try today. I don't know which one of these 2 I'm going to be using more. This is mainly like a swatch and see which one we prefer test. I've already kind of played with this a little bit behind the camera, so I'm going to go ahead and just show you. And we're going to look together. Look at how beautiful it is. I've never had my own palette. It flirts with you a little bit though too. You're so lit. You steal all the spotlights. Cute, cute, cute. I have been playing with this for a little bit, dabbling just a little, not too much, but I gotta say, it's so shiny. I have not had my own palettes, just a highlighter before, and I love it so much. I have to be honest with you. My favorite one is this top one right here and this bottom one right here. Because I've had these 2 colors before, like separately, not in this palette or not in this. Our neighbors are listening to something, and I just heard it. Not in like this company or anything, but I gotta say I do love 2 of the 3 of the 6 colors. I'll review and swatch the rest of them with you guys in a second. But I saw this one. So all of these are from TJ Maxx. This one was $5.99. This one was also $5.99, and I think this one was $6.99. I don't know. I got rid of the cover, but these 2 were $5.99. I know that for sure. And I believe the other one was $6.99. Total price, I also got like bras and stuff, which $44. Not bad, not bad considering that makeup like this, especially makeup that has like a specific like label to it, like Cheetos, or like there was a Barbie one in there that I was debating on getting that was like also $6, which stuff like this usually sells for so much more. I realized though that the Disney stuff is so much more expensive still, even though it's not going through like the main person, it's going through like a side gig. The only negative thing so far without swatching that I do have to say, and I do have to put down, is it is covered with like this, and it had another one on it. I was going to swatch it without you guys knowing, but only thing I gotta say is when there was tape on the bottom side, it did take off a little bit of the packaging, which that's part of the reason why you even buy it, is because it's packaging that you like. Does that make sense? That, and I can live without this little piece. To be personally honest, I can live without this little piece, but it's perfectly fine. I'm not gonna knock the company or anything for doing this, but like for future reference, like now, like this easily peels off, and that's like 95% of the reason why I got it is because it's like hot Cheetos and stuff. So as long as it doesn't affect the front, it's not too big of a deal, but like it's still like an eyesore if you're looking at it from the back, which I am, to show it off. So we're just gonna get right into the makeup. So I have my concealer already on my eyes. I don't know which palette I want to dig into. I might dig into both, but right now I have not dug into at all this Creator palette. I literally just took off the wrapping, put it aside, and was like, we'll look at it later. The Cheeto one was the one that really caught my eye, so we'll probably do, let's see if I can find a look that I can do both of these with, because these are pretty interesting colors to have in a Cheeto palette. But let's look at this one first. Oh, okay. I do have another makeup palette by Revolutions. It's the Friends X Revolution palette that I also have that kind of looks similar to this, but not exactly like this. Actually, it does look almost, give me just one second. I just grabbed my Revolution Friends X palette, and if I open this up, they're not the same colors, but like the palette design is literally the exact same. Now, I don't know if this is like their gimmick or something, but they're the exact same. They're different colors, obviously. Like, there's some in there that look familiar color-wise, but like, it's the exact same, like, design. That's boring. Like, I got this one long before I got this one. Like, this is like, can you even tell them apart? Minus, like, the names on the front. Like, this is, like, funny, actually. Like, I'm a little upset because, like, it's the same three. It's, like, the only difference is there's three highlighters in the middle of this, and I don't see a whipping highlighter in the middle of this one. But, like, these are them, like, right next to each other. Like, you could probably tell the difference. Like, if I didn't have them right in front of me, if I was just doing it like this, like this, and was like, okay, guys, sketch one's which, if I didn't see, like, what the back of them look like, I'd probably be like, because don't wear glasses. I'm not wearing my glasses right now. I probably would have to, like, look at the names, like, really closely to be like, oh, this is this one, this is this one. The colors aren't that similar. Like, they are different. It's just the designs are, like, the exact same. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm just critiquing too much. So I'm going to go for an umber and red smoky eye look, because that's what I'm getting from these two palettes together. So that's just what I'm going to do. So I'm going to dig into Tutorial first of all, which this isn't, but... So I did end up having to switch over to Competition because Tutorial wasn't exactly what I wanted. It wasn't colorful enough, really, versus Competition. This is Competition, this is Tutorial, and I just swatched them. So like I said, Tutorial, Competition. It's just not exactly what I wanted for a color. Next, I'm going to smoke in Transform, which is this little brown color, this little brown number, right on top of that, and then blend it together. I learned that from Lions Does Makeup on TikTok. Very, very good. They're the person that tells you, don't forget to put eyeshadow under your eyes. It doesn't look weird, you're just not used to it. So for the time being, I don't see myself using this palette for the rest of this video. So now I'm going to switch over to the Hot Cheetos palette. Also, don't forget to clean your fucking brushes, you disgusting bitches. You're not disgusting, but, like, don't forget to clean your brushes. You want to make sure that you can reuse the same brush, because why wouldn't you? Right? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you do that? Now, I will say, none of these have any names on them. They didn't on this thing either. No names whatsoever, just clear. Little bland and boring, but, like, I mean, who even made the... Oh, Taste Beauty was the person that made this, was the people that made this, but I like the little print, so I'll give you, like, a little pass just right now. But I wish there was names, like Cheeto Dust. Like, having this orange one be, like, Cheeto Dust or something, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, I'm gonna name them myself. I'm gonna dig into Cheeto Dust, which is this one right here. And just put it right here. Oh, that's barely any... Oh, there we go, okay. Literally could I name this color Cheeto Dust, because this is literally what it looks like. Cheeto dust on your freaking finger. Anyways, this is a swatch test of her. You can't really see her on my pale skin, but that's fine. I'm going to see if I can dig into a little bit more with just my finger. It's barely showing at all. I'm gonna have to do a couple swatches. Life hack that I learned. Wet your brush with whatever wetting stuff you have. Dip it into the shit that you want. I'm using the Cheeto Dust color. And then put it on your eyelid. And it should make it more pigmented. Doesn't mean it always does, but it should. Okay, even with, like, the water spray method, I still have to use... I've been getting into this thing, like, at least 5-6 times. You can see the wet spot on the Cheeto Dust color. I'm just gonna move on to the next one. Now I'm digging into this mac and cheese looking color, which is this yellow one right here, which looks like literally mac and cheese coloring. Wait, hang on. It's not showing up at all on my brush, but it's showing up perfectly fine on my skin. Okay. I'm gonna see if a different brush works. So I moved on to this tiny brush, and it's still not putting a whole bunch of pigment on my eye. I'm not chalking it to me anymore. I'm chalking it up to... It's not the brush's fault, I don't feel like at this point, because with this color, with this yellow, and this fucking Cheeto dust color right, practically right underneath of it, not right underneath of it, but this one right here, neither one of them have been wanting to show on my skin very well. Like, let's do a swatch test of both of them. See these two on my finger? These are the two I just used. Barely on my skin. I don't know if it's how pale I am or what, but I'm having to scrub them in there quite a few bit of time. So I might be beginning to understand why this palette especially was on sale, but I don't understand why the other one was on sale. I mean, it didn't really have all the colors that a normal person would have wanted, but like I think that's the point. Like this one, oh shoot, I almost grabbed the wrong thing. The Creator palette, I don't think had all the colors that a person would really want, because who would want all of these colors, but like, do you? There's someone who wants them. People got the James Charles palette, including myself. Anyways, I'll say there was one more color in here that did intrigue me, and that was this one right here. This one right here. This little guy right there. And I do want to see if that could possibly fix the whole look, so. Or make it worse, you know, to each their own. It's really oh, it fixes everything. Of course it does. Sparkles always do. It's not showing up as the sparkles that show up in here, though. Like, comparison, please? Like, not at all similar. It's almost showing up as a highlighter. That's what it is looking like. Yeah, almost showing up like a highlighter. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. I gotta add eyeshadow on the bottom of my lashes, so I'm gonna add this gross yellow on the bottom. If it'll fucking show up. I have a sparkly yellow here too. We're just gonna get to the part where we do the highlighter. The moment, the only thing I care about right now, because everything else broke me. I'm going to attempt to see if this will just fix it and just put it in the corner of my eyes and call it a day. But first of all, here's 5 of the 6 highlighters on my finger. Ah! Ready? Are you ready? Oh gosh, I don't think I gave it enough respect. But girly pop, it's light. It's lit. Cover my whole fucking eye in highlighter. Like, if it doesn't fix this, it won't fix anything. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna blend it out with brush. What I'm doing now, I'm just cleaning up the bad bits and calling it a fucking day. I'm not even gonna bother putting fucking anything else on this.